Hi guys, here's another What's on the Desk update. It's been a couple of days since the last one. I haven't really got much painting done, just with work and life and stuff. So what I painted in the last 3 days, yesterday and the day before, this guy here is Crixian Sturgis conversion that someone gave me to paint up for them. It's part of the mercenary commission I'm doing. The cloak, I'm trying to make it look as dirty as I can, and I'm gonna highlight it up then to look kind of like faded white and stuff, because you know he was once Signarin and now he's gone to Crix. So bring the light down. Okay, maybe bring the light away a bit. That's him. He's a work in progress. I'm going to lift the camera for a minute, hopefully not cover the microphone this time. Over here I have the actual Sturgis model, unconverted. He's just primed, semi-primed by the looks of it. I'm going to have to redo that. It's hard to prime models in an apartment, just in case you haven't tried it before. I have Madhammer, he's a mercenary warcaster. I have two Efreet Scouts, I just airbrushed them a kind of greyish colour the other day, and I tried mixing in some yellow and the airbrush kind of kicked out, so didn't really get much further with them. And I'm out glaze medium, so I'm using drying retarder to try and just thin the paint out a bit, and it's making for some interesting blends, so that's pretty cool. These guys, I don't have the arms for them yet, but that's a unit of Overlords. They're going to be painted up white with like blood splatters on them, like they're kind of surgeons or something, before I break them all. This unit over here, I think this guy is a UA maybe. He's kind of cool. He's not like the rest of them, he's like resin or something. The rest of them seem to be metal. And the lad I'm painting them for has put 25mm sci-fi bases onto them, because they're meant to be like living underground in sewers and stuff, so it's kind of cool. But this unit, there's two of them there, they have to be painted up black. And then I have two, I think it's Agitator UAs, and then here I have two Mindbender UAs. So they all have to be painted up as well as part of the mercenary commission. I have Resin House to go with the Crix and Cador, and then over here this is mainly all of the mercenary stuff. So this guy is, I think I was told it's a Smogcon model. I'm going to try and get the camera just to stop. He's been painted up similar to the Captain Shay Junior Warlock for the mercenaries. I didn't put any gloves or anything on him, just kept him piratey. So that's him. I'm calling this guy the Netter because he's like a steel net here. I don't actually know what he's called, but he's been painted up to match the rest of the jacks I painted for the mercenaries. Quick and easy, nice model to paint, you know, it's pretty cool. So he's done. I have another Mangler Jack, painted up with a little bit of battle damage and stuff on him. Didn't take too long to get through these two jacks because I painted them before, so not repaints, but I've painted the same model before. And then I have Anastasia Debray. She looks like Trinity from The Matrix. She's painted. I have Harlan Versh, the illuminated one. This little book of goodness there, and his massive sword on the back. So that's him. I have Dirty Meg. She's really cool with her gigantic claw thing there, and her little pieces of tools in her belt. And that's her there done. I painted 40 solos in one evening. And then I have Ragman. He is really cool. So just painted his clothes up to look as ragtaggedy as possible, and then I gave him a brown wash. He's a pretty cool model. And then the last one is Kel Baylock. He's meant to have a sniper rifle, but it got lost, so when the client sent it down to me, he was converted to have a sword and a Menot staff, as if he shoots magic bullets. You can see him there. He's a pretty cool guy. He's got blonde hair, loving life. Okay, then the last solo before I move on to units is the Ogre Chemist with his giant rebar stick and all his glowing jars. I have to gloss varnish them, but I'm still in two minds about doing it yet. He's a really cool model. He's painted up in kind of red dirty armour because he's going to be working for the Scorn. So that's that guy. His little gas mask's really cool. And then I have a Scorn artillery piece. I gave it a heavy wash to make it look like it's been in battle and stuff. It's all kind of damaged up. So that's that boy done. Then there's the 3 crew that go with him. So just like the spotter. And you have the ammo grunt who's loading it up with his big bowling balls. And then this guy is obviously like the sergeant. He's saying, you know, fire. He's a really cool pose on him. And that's all of that stuff there done. That just leaves the unit of Idrians I painted. So there's it's a 10-man squad of Idrians with 2 models for the unit attachment, which is this absolute brute of a guy. He's pretty cool. This here is actually brown with an Agrax Earthshade wash, but it's coming up as black on the screen. That's him. And as far as I know, this guy is the other part of the UA. So he's like tracking footsteps or something. Cool models. I've painted a unit of these before, and the client bought a second unit to use, so I'm just going to move some stuff here so I can fit them up. Yeah, so that's the UA, and then this guy is the unit leader, I believe. But he is in with his close command, or second in command I should say. Green hair. And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4 of that sculpt. So I just painted 2 of them to have purple hair and a yellow, a blonde and a blue hair. So that's them there. There's 2 of these kind of veteran guys who are shooting like 8 grey hair. So they've been like around for a while. This is where I was talking about the drying retarder. It's kind of hard to pick it up there. I airbrushed all the squad black, and then I airbrushed wasn't it dark red? It was like it was dragon red from Army Painter over here. So that's the colour. I just used the drying retarder in both paints, and then when I sprayed it down on top it just blended itself because both paints were still fairly wet, and it came out really cool, so I just painted the details on it then. Yeah, you can really see the red there in the recesses. So there's 2 of that guy, and then there's 2 of this little guy crouching, because the client wanted them painted up like they're desert ninjas. So there you go. And that's it for this week, guys. Hopefully next week I'll have a bit more done, and hopefully be ticking through towards the end of this commission now that I can start painting some Tau. I went through my bits box the other day, and I thought I'd lost this guy here. I found him when I was cleaning my table the other day. I was fairly happy. That's my Riptide shielded missile drone. That's a tank commander who's taking an ammo, I don't even know what, a magazine maybe, is that what they'd say, off his belt. So that gives me an extra fire warrior, and then using bits from the Pathfinders and all the spare bits I had, This guy's running, he's about to grab his gun. He's throwing a grenade. I was able to make an extra 5-man fire warrior squad. He's sitting on the Tau version of the Auspex there. And then this guy is reaching to his belt to get ammo or something. But that gives me, I have 2 5-man preacher teams, I have maybe 3 fire warrior teams, and I'm gonna sub in some Pathfinder guys to make it up to 6 5-man squads of fire warriors. And I have enough other Tau stuff to take a brigade detachment, which gives me 9 control points, plus 3 for being battle forgers, give me 11 control points. Or command points, whatever, re-rolls basically, which is really going to help. But I'll go through that in another video. But that's all I've done this week. And just to show you how much painting's been going on in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Boom. Full shelf of painted models. Bar this gigantic gap here, which the score and stuff is going to go into. So that's it for today, guys. When you come back next week, that gap will hopefully be filled. Cheers for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.